Bismatha here, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, you all are going to come along with me to a seller's appointment. Well, I'm just going to show you all the house. I won't really film the interaction with the seller, just so the seller will be at ease with everything. So before we go on, be sure to like this video. As you all know, liking this video just helps this channel grow, and you all have been doing that faithfully. So continue smashing that like button, subscribing, and comment down below on how your seller appointments go. I'm actually back to filming on my iPhone because I forgot my camera. So, it's back to the older style of videos. But when we go back home and I'll explain to you how the interaction went, we'll go back on that camera. And, around my area, unfortunately, we went through a tornado. And so there's some tornado damaged properties. And right now I'm looking at this property. If you all see, so there's tarp on top and everything like that. The windows are boarded up. And so I'm here, on time, but the seller's not here. So I'm just going to give them a call, and I'll probably just go outside and show you all the property a little bit. And so we talked over the phone. He talked to me about his, I wonder if that's him, about his concerns and whatnot. So, we talked about him getting insurance money and how we recently did a deal on tornado damaged property. And so I'm just going to try to build off of that, try to build as much rapport and sympathy about the situation, and to see if there's anything I could do to help. Better view of the property. It's a nice sized property. This is actually a really good area, and as you can see, this property was a really good property. And the value of it is actually pretty good. The basement seems intact and everything. And the seller's still not here, so I'm just walking around the property. Gonna give him a call soon. The basement and the bare bones of the property is basically still intact. The backyard kind of slopes down, which is a little different. So as you all can see, some brick was taken off from the backside. It kind of seems like an addition to the property over there, as you all can see. As you all know, an investor can really take this property and make it beautiful again. So I'll let you all know how the seller appointment goes. All right, you all. So I gave the seller a call because it's been 10 minutes and he still wasn't here. Didn't answer the phone, but he quickly texted me back saying that he completely forgot about this appointment, but I can just go in and he'll be here as soon as he can. And I just said, hey, no problem at all. If it's not too long, I'll just wait, because I like going with the seller and just looking at the property so he can see my reaction and other things like that. Because at the end of the day, it's really not about the property. It's about the seller and solving their situation and providing a solution for them. And so I'm just here, just waiting for him, and I'll let you all know how the appointment goes. I might film a little bit to show you all how a tornado damaged property may look in the inside, and then I'll also sit down and talk to you all how the appointment went, if we built rapport, if he's more interested in an offer, and I'll talk a little bit more about the numbers, the property value, the ARV, and my offer on the property. Just wanted to update you all on that, and then I'll let you all know how the rest of the appointment goes.
What's up, YouTube? So now I'm back inside and I'm about to explain exactly what happened during this seller's appointment. And I'm still on my iPhone because I tried to upload it with 2 different frame rates, and I'm still learning this whole camera stuff. So just bear with me. So how did the seller appointment went? How did it go? So we first met, we kind of did like a fist bump because I didn't know if he was shaking hands at the moment with everything going on. And he showed me the property. We went inside the property. It was damaged by the tornado. And I just started talking to him to see how it happened. Where were you? Were you able to get your family in a shelter safely, and other things like that? And he was able to explain that to me. So we started talking, and he was just saying, yeah, he rushed his kids and his family downstairs. And while he was running downstairs, the door from the downstairs to the upstairs actually flew by his head and actually cut him on his head, and I actually left a scar. It wasn't severe, but it was just something like it could, if it went a little bit lower, maybe it would have hit his eye or would have done more damage to the property. So I was just trying to build as much sympathy and rapport with him as much as I can. And then from there, he just showed me the different parts of the property, the master bedrooms, the bathrooms, and then that addition part that I showed you all earlier in this video, how they added a 2-story addition. So the upper level is a sunroom and the lower level is a bedroom and a bath. So altogether, there's about 4 beds, 3 baths, 3.5 baths, in a good sized property. So after that, after we looked at the property, we finally started talking about numbers and whatnot. And just to let you all know, this property all fixed up to me is probably worth around $230. He believes it's worth $250, but we'll see. And you all may be thinking 20 grand. It actually makes a difference in the profit for a flipper. Some flippers only try to make 20 or 30 grand off of a deal. So that can be huge at the price that I want to get it at. So here's another tip, you all. Try to get the number out of the seller as much as you can. Phrase it in different questions, and that's what I was trying to do. However, he was a businessman. I noticed he had like a hotel company's thing on his shirt, and he and some other friends actually own a hotel nearby, and he came from there to visit me at the property. And so I was just saying, hey, let's say the insurance can give you between 150 and 180 for this property. How much cash are you wanting? He was like, I don't know, I have no idea. So he was playing that game. I was like, okay, what do you see this property selling for, all fixed up? How much repairs? And he wasn't budging at all. So when you try to use as much as you can to get the price first out of the seller, you have to anchor extremely low with the price. So I was just doing some quick calculations. I say, let's say, you can get 180, 150 for this property from the insurance. If I give you around 35,000, would that be close to the property value? Or if they got like 180 from the insurance company because of the tornado, if I give you 35,000, he was like, no. And he said he got an offer for around 80,000 already. So he already had a number in mind, but he wanted to play this game where I say the number first. So I'm glad I anchored extremely low, because let's say I say 100, he might say, yeah, possibly. And his price is around 80,000 right now. So I'm not sure, it's still not a deal for us, because I asked him, so what are you looking for? Why didn't you go for that $80,000? And he told me he's looking for around 100 to 120 for the property. And just for me, I explained to him, we may not be the best solution for you, because let's say we buy it at 100 grand for you. How much repairs do you see this property needing? And he was like 120, because he dealt with hotels and different things like that. I was like, okay, so we put 120 in. So that's 220 altogether. And that's not regarding closing fees, agent fees, and interest fees from a hard money lender. And so we may be all in around 240, 235, 230 with this property. And what do you see this selling for? He believes it can sell for 250, and just for us and our end, it's just not enough of a spread to make money on that deal. So I told him, hey, I'll talk to my investors, I'll talk to my partners, and I'll let you know, because I did send this information over to another wholesaler that I usually partner with to see, hey, what's the best price for this property, and they'll let me know. And they were honestly telling me the max they could probably do is 85,000, because they tried to move another tornado damaged property and it was just so difficult for them to move. Not the one we worked on. It was actually pretty easy. We found a buyer really fast because we got the property at super low price at around 50,000. And so that's basically how the appointment went. And again, I was building more rapport even after we talked about the price. I started talking about his family. And it's just another tip, like when you hear something outside of the property, when they're talking about something like, oh yeah, I had to get me and my kids out of there. Okay, build upon the kids, not on the property. Be like, oh, okay, how many kids do you have? How old are they? Oh, they go to this school, that school. You know, build off of that. So it's like a chain, and you're just connecting another link to make the chain stronger. The chain of trust and rapport between you and the seller. And so we started talking about that. We also started talking about his background. He was of Indian descent. He's Indian, and he came up from, you know, the north side of America, and also I did too. And we were just talking about that, you know, how does it compare to the south of America, and how has his experience been with the people, with Southerners and whatnot, and how, you know, sometimes like people in the north, they have the stigma of the south, that everyone is racist and whatnot. But, you know, honestly, there are racist people everywhere in the north and the south. You'll find bad apples everywhere. But, you know, it's been good for him, he said, and for me also. But so we built up on that, and then we also started talking about, you know, restaurants. So I was like, what's the best Indian restaurant around here? There's only like 3 around here, because this is not a super big city. And he told me about this restaurant. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Why is it the best one? He was like, it's more authentic. You usually see Indians there, not Americans. So there's more flavor, more spice there. And then I suggested to him the other one that he's never been to. I was like, oh, okay, okay. So yeah, just building that rapport, you know, going outside the ideals and the talk of the house, and talking about the person and their situation and how they're doing. And after that, we started, I just said, hey, I'll let you know sometime today or tomorrow, which tomorrow's today. And so that's another thing I learned in real estate that I want you all to learn, is that when you say something, actually go by your word. If you're going to guarantee something, actually fulfill it. That's one of the biggest lessons I learned in real estate. Is just do what you say and say what you do, right? And so hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, comment down below. And yeah, and this video just took me a while to upload, honestly, because I shot part of it on my regular camera, and I tried to mix it with clips from my phone, and it just wasn't jiving right. It wasn't mixing good. I don't know. I need to learn more about that. But just let me know if you all have any questions down below. I'll talk to you all later.